I see the numbers have decreased after the meal, and I have a funny feeling talking after the young men talking about going in and out in a sexy way about the high tech, and I come and talk about 70 years long relationships. But I do my PhD now in family businesses, so I will talk about our own family enterprise from both points of view. This is what people stereotypically think about family businesses. The woman goes there with her robe and rolls in her hair and just a big mess like you described in the cockpit. But for the last 20 years, the field of family businesses gained much of research and interest in the biggest universities also here in the States. And in the last decade, the findings are that family-owned enterprises outperform non-family ones in means of growth of revenues and many financial other criteria. So this is mainly true during the first generation, but this is in a way contradictory to the stereotype people have. Since Israel is only 60 years old, it makes sense that most of the businesses are still during the first and second phase. My grandparents, I'm the third generation, my grandparents came to Israel and we are still the third generation after 70 years. This means that we are going to face major transitions. I'm still excited, so forgive me. During the next years, and when you look into research, you don't find really research about Israeli family-owned businesses. This is some work, it's a little bit old, and here the figures are 34% of the companies in the stock market are family-owned, but another additional 18 are first-generation entrepreneurs, so it depends on the definition of what a family business is, but this is more than 50%. This is just something I did. I took the list of the wealthiest people in Israel, 100 names, and I looked into it, and about 70% are first generation, maybe together with the second, but still first, second generation. And also from the list of the 100 most successful publicly held, again, more than 55%, as you can see. The result is many will face transitions between generations in the near future. And since I think I skipped one slide, since 2/3 of the companies don't overcome the transitions between generations, this means 2/3 don't survive the transition between the first and the second, and another 2/3 don't survive between the second and the third. So only 9% survive to the third generation. These are numbers across all cultures. So I don't think Israel is different in this sense. That's why you can see many examples of family businesses, known family businesses, the Wertheimer family, I listed it here as well, go out of business. My family took over Elite, which is here the second one, which has been owned and run by another family, the Moshevitz family. So this happens in Israel, and I think because of the age Israel is at, it will happen in a faster rate in the near future. I also had a list of the first time Arab wealth has been listed for the year 2007. 17 richest families. There the money is only family owned, no Arab owned publicly traded company. And as you can see, most of them are just the recent 20, 30 years, so they are even younger than the Jewish families. Their source of capital is a little bit different. They just started now to go multinational in their activities, and it's a little bit more commerce and low-tech versus Jewish capital. Now our story. Just for those who attended yesterday, I'm not going to repeat my mother's presentation, just talk about it from a different point of view. And for those who did not attend, I'll still keep the main points. So our own story is now, it started as a dairy and ice cream, and it's now also chocolate and coffee. And as you can see, Sabra is the activity here in Northern America in fresh salads and hummus. So within 70 years, my grandparents came with the fifth aliyah from Germany. They fled. My mother told this story yesterday. My grandmother listened to Goebbels on the radio, and she felt he meant what he was talking about. So they came to Israel, and within 70 years, from a pioneer's cowshed to a multinational food and beverage company, these are some figures. My cousin is third generation, and she's now the chairman, and my uncle is the chairman of the board, and it's a big company. Just quickly, arrival to Israel. It began as a dairy, and then ice cream. Cooperation with Danone was a big jump or in any aspect. And then a sale of 49 shares to Unilever, which made it possible to go into acquisitions of another dairy in Israel, and then later the shares of Elite, which is a publicly held company, and 2004 the merger of the privately held Strauss, which has been bought or merged into the publicly held Elite. And then, as you recall, my mother decided to go out. So within 20 years, multiplied 23 times. Impressive. Now, I've been asked by Richard to say why I think this dairy made it and not others.